Hi everyone, it's Polly. As promised, I'm sharing another video. So I'm in Sedona for 7 or 8 weeks, and these horses and their friend, their companion caregiver, Kimberly, is with me. So we're going to find out more about, actually she has a podcast, True North, so we'll find out about that. But first we're going to hear about the horses, and as you can see, like, it's amazing where we're at. The energy is great. There's trails right next door. Like, I can leave from here and be on trails, which you guys know is my passion. But also my passion is animals and rescue animals and all of that. So we're going to hear about these horses and the medicine that each one of them bring in. So hi, Kimberly. Thanks for helping me with this.
Yeah, this is fun.
Okay, so you have a business called Sedona Horse Medicine, right?
Sedona Horse Medicine. And then I have Unicorn Way, which is Y-O-U, Unicorn Way. And that's the philanthropic side of what I do. And several times a year, I have women coming out of domestic violence and sex trafficking who have been out and are on a healing mission. And I provide my services for free with them.
Awesome. Okay, so you have 2 younger horses here that were actually brought from a kill pen.
Yep.
You have your other, how'd you get your older, over here?
Paladin. He just walked out.
Oh, okay.
I know they all look alike.
Okay, they do.
Yeah, they all look alike.
But there's 2 that are younger, and then
Yes.
there's the older one. How'd you get the older white one?
I was just going to shovel poop and get back to being around horses because I had one growing up and I've never lost my love for them. And it was all the way in West Sedona. It wouldn't even have paid for my gas. It was twice a day. So I sent her a message saying, thank you for considering me, but it's just, it can't work. But can you give those horses a kiss for me? And she said, I have a video I think you're supposed to see. And it was Paladin's showcase video, and he was born on 444, so I wear that because he's so special. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm just going to skip the shoveling poop stage of this and get right to having a horse.
Awesome.
And it was 2 days before my birthday.
You were raised with horses. So this
was.
is, and you did gymkhana, so this is nothing new. And
Yeah.
then this guy over here, I just want to show really fast. He was actually a racehorse, right?
Yes.
And you found him, he had an injury on the track, and they were going to dispose of him.
Yes.
And you saved him.
Oh, and brother knows we're talking about.
Yeah.
Hi, brother.
So it's very cool. 3 of the 4 horses here are rescue horses,
Yes.
which is huge.
And brother wears this. The boys have destroyed it, but he wears a crib muzzle because he is a continual cribber, and I did everything holistically to try to get it to stop. And so it's not because he bites or because he's actually probably my most sensitive horse. But this is because
I do feel that.
he has, it's an addiction. And so he wears this for his own health. And he's a good boy. He's just...
It's so funny that you say he's your most sensitive horse, because he does feel that way.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And a lot of my clients that come to work with me, if they have someone in the family or they're dealing with addiction, they tend to be drawn to him.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that. So I wanted to, just before I forget, you actually do, and then we're going to get back to the horses, you actually do work with people, like say they can't come to Sedona, you can still do horse medicine with them.
Yeah.
They can be at their house in Texas or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
I just bring my phone or my computer out and out with the horses, and
cool.
Yeah, they join up. They're just so amazing with their knowingness and with humans. I mean, you think about civilizations built on their back, and they're still sticking around to now help us goofballs heal.
Yes, and I mean, that's why I think it's so important for people to reach, to really recognize the power of animals, and when we can step in and, I hate the word save because it doesn't feel like save, but when we can step in and be part of their journey in a beautiful way versus part of their journey in a way that's not so good for anybody involved.
Yeah, and I call that sacred alchemy. When I work with my clients and even with the horse, like, it's nobody takes on each other's energy, but together we're this amazing team that alchemizes those base emotions through the heart and then out to gold is kind of how I like to see it.
I love it. And so another thing I want to touch on, because it's interesting that you brought up his energy, because it is really sensitive. So Do you, when somebody contacts you, do you have like one horse in particular that has a certain energy, or do they?
Well, you see, brother decided to come up right as we're
Mm-hmm.
talking, and he decided, I'm going to be part of this session. This, in its own way, is a little medicine session.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
he is choosing to join up. He's saying, hi, I'm brother, and I'm going to go ahead and stand right in this energy. And that's how a lot of the sessions, I just, you know, essential oils, tuning forks, do some breath work, some oracle cards. We kind of build a container for whatever's supposed to come up. And sometimes all 4 horses come up. Sometimes it's 1 horse. So every session is really different. And it never ceases to it never ceases to amaze me
Oh, we got another one coming.
how, oh, here we go. This is Adonis. He's one of the younger ones. And I took their masks off. They're cremellos, so they all have blue eyes. They're quarter horse cremellos. And these are the 18-month-old now, but they came to me when from the rescue when they were 8 months old. And oh, here comes Apollo. So they're half brothers. They're born 2 days apart, April 24th and April 26th. Actually, yesterday was their official arrival date for being here, and they've been here a year now. So they're a little over a year and a half now. But they're amazing. And after quarantine, because they had to be by themselves for a little while, they started instinctually just joining up in sessions. And Apollo's first session was with an autistic boy who I was like, you guys are amazing. Like, they take my breath away.
Oh, I love that.
And he was so, and the boy was so in love with him, and he was so good with the boy and so gentle. It's they just know. Like right now, your heartbeat is now synced with my herd.
Yeah.
Because they hear heartbeats from 4 to 5 feet away. They speak through their heart. They speak through energy. So that's why they say you can't lie to a horse, nor do I recommend it, because they know you're lying. So even if you're feeling, and that's really what I do with somatics, is how are you feeling in the body? Can we start to identify how you're feeling? And that's when we start to make progress with moving through blocks and traumas, because we build emotional intelligence. But they, you know, if they all of a sudden went like this, they all would do that because they're connected through the heart. And so we are now all synchronized heartbeats with the herd. It's pretty amazing. And they just know, and these 2 goofballs. So they bring a lot of fun and youthful energy to the herd, because brother's now 14. Paladin.
He seems younger than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He is. And then Paladin is 18 now.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't believe it. It's been 12 years. And I just had a vision. I wanted to change my life, and I wanted to follow my true north. And my true north, I had a vision of helping humans move through blockages and traumas. And here I am all these years later with a herd of horses, and I live here, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
I mean, you really do take care of your, really do take care of your horses. So I really appreciate that, because horses are so much work. It's not like something that you can, on a whim.
Yeah.
And this is your life.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate how much you value them as, I mean, it's really nice, because it shows, like, you're not just you're not using them for any, they're your family, and
they are definitely my family. And sessions are always if they want to join.
Yeah.
It's never anything that they are forced to do or anything like that. They choose to join the sessions. They also have their own beamer mat, which is a nice, just really nice way to relax the entire nervous system. They're taking in a lot of energy from not just what I do, but just because of their connection to humans.
And there's a lot of, Sedona has, it's almost a cliche to say you're a psychic in Sedona, but Sedona has a lot of energy, right? And there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's just a lot here. Like, it's really easy to open up, and it's just, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And so I can see how I mean, one of the reasons why I'm here is really because I was looking all over, and then when I saw the horses, I knew I needed grounding because I've got like some, whatever, like remodel, all sorts of crap going on. So since I had to be out of my house for 8 weeks, I knew I had to be somewhere where I would get grounding, and I'm sure I'll get something else here. So
they really do hold it down for us humans. And yeah, Sedona's, we're on a bed of crystal quartz that enhances everything. And so I have a beamer mat for my humans, and I have a beamer mat for the horses. And you can BEMER, you can Google it very easily. It's a Tesla patented frequency. And it basically detoxes all the cells and brings you back down to Earth's natural frequencies. It's a pretty neat little thing. And I can feed, they will start releasing, they'll start yawning.
Oh, nice.
So I can see the release.
Oh, that's
and
neat.
It's a wonderful little piece of technology. Thing 1 and thing 2.
Very sweet.
They're so sweet. They really are. And it's up to my horsemanship game because I've never had such young horses.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and another thing that you told me yesterday, which I thought was really cool, is you're not, like, you don't even you mostly do bareback, but you don't even ride them until they're 4.
Oh, yeah, they will not.
Yeah.
They're just learning how to be gentlemen. They're learning they need to grow into themselves.
Yeah.
And part of the reason that Brother still cribs, even though I've done everything holistically, is because the only thing he learned, was to go fast. He never had a chance to grow into himself.
Yeah.
So no,
what a thing though. I mean, because that just makes you think about how many of us learn to just go fast.
That's right.
What a crazy thing.
That's
right. And then to think about what are we shoving in our mouth? Because
because exactly.
We think we just have to go fast.
Push
crazy.
too hard, too young.
Yeah, that's
instead
crazy.
of just allowing to become.
Yeah.
And so yes, I want these boys to have nothing but the opportunity to become the best versions of themselves.
Okay.
They are amazing.
So your Sedona horse medicine, they can also find you on Instagram. I'll tag you, Brighton 444.
Yeah, BRIGHTON 444.
Okay.
And pretty much Sedona Horse Medicine. My podcast is called the True North Podcast. It's at truenorthpodcast.com.
Okay, and I'll interview you on that.
Yeah.
Learn more about that.
Yeah.
So you guys can contact me if you have questions. I'll send you her way, and Kim's way. I just also wanted to share. And I've posted this before. There is an imposter out there trying to say that they're me and texting and saying that they'll, pay them and they'll. I never solicit for readings. Like never, ever, ever, ever. So, it's just.
It's a shame.
Part of the game.
Yeah.
But it will be resolved at some point. But thank you everybody for watching, and I will continue to share horses with the video. We'll learn more about Kim and her lovely medicine. Oh, Kim's medicine. That's sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but thank you everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.